Well, hello there, third graders. It's me, Mrs. Siegel. I am noticing a couple of people that are currently struggling with our writing piece that is due this week. Yes, our writing piece is due week 3, and it is a writing piece that we have been working on from the very beginning on week 2 all the way through to week 3. So I'm going to kind of go over a couple of things just so that you understand what's going on. But the first place I wanted to start was, of course, um, in our distance learning. So I'm on the home page, and oh, we have a new announcement. Mrs. Hoskins is letting you know about Mr. Poole's active fitness time on Facebook. It's pretty funny. So check that out. But I'm going to go into the modules and I'm going to show you guys what's going on. So last week, in week 2, I'm going to open that up. We were asked in our ELA block to submit a graphic organizer right here under sequence food resources, okay? It's not listed here at all. In fact, it's very confusing. So what I was going to suggest is that you go into food sources. You're going to see this wonderful story about, it's a nonfiction text about food sources and what animals eat. And I'm going to take you to the very end. You click on my progress and you go to the very end of the page. And I'm going to show you what your assignment was. This is week 2. This was last week. It was due. You were given a writing prompt. And the writing prompt was for you to complete a graphic organizer that looks like this. I want you to focus in on this writing prompt, okay? Because it's confusing because we're getting a writing prompt from food sources, and it has really not a lot to do with food sources. It has a lot to do with more of how to protect endangered animals. So I want to read this to you. Use this graphic organizer to help you plan your writing on how to protect animals from becoming endangered. Remember, each body paragraph should have a clear topic, support this topic with definitions, facts, and details, including those you found through your research, which could be online or in the past text that you've read, which we've read a lot. So I'm going to close that out and I'm going to show you guys this rubric is right here. You don't really need it, but when you download this, you would go into the next area, which was called 8.03 sequence food sources. Okay, so this was week 2. This was last week's assignment. Okay, I'm going to show you the graphic organizer that I did. Okay, so this is my graphic organizer, and I wanted to show you guys that this is highlighted, how to protect animals from becoming endangered. That's my writing prompt. That's what I'm going to be focusing on. I want you to look at this. I started with a hook. Do you love animals as much as I do? There are so many animals out there that are endangered, and there are things we can do to protect them. We can protect these wonderful animals by, and remember, when we're giving a thesis statement or a controlling idea, remember, see the arrow right here, it says thesis statement. When you're giving a thesis statement, you want to give 3 reasons as to how, or 3 ways as to how you're going to protect the animal, okay? Now, you guys have done informational writing pieces before. In fact, you've done 2 already. One on hurricanes, and the other one, I feel like you guys did it on a sway, which was a natural disaster. So, oh, and you guys did it on the regions too. So you've done a lot. So notice that I've started it with my prompt. We can protect these wonderful animals by 1, preventing pollution, 2, creating no poaching laws, and 3, creating protective areas. You're not going to put those numbers in your thesis statement, but those numbers are how you know how you're going to do your next 3 body paragraphs, because I'm going to take this preventing pollution I'm going to pull it down to my first body paragraph. I'm going to write all about pollution being a big problem for animals on land and water. And I'm going to give you a ton of facts and details about how these animals are affected by pollution and how we can stop it, okay? And then I'm going to close it up with, we can clean our oceans and prevent further pollution and global warming so these animals can stay protected. Then I'm going to go up here and I'm going to take this to creating no poaching laws. If you don't know what poaching is, that's a good sentence to include in your writing. So I'm going to go to my second body paragraph, and I have two, and there it is, that topic sentence. Poaching animals is a big problem in other parts of the world. And then I'm defining it. Poaching is when an animal is killed for its tusk, skin, or another animal part. It kind of sounds like hunting, doesn't it? For instance, the rhinoceros is almost completely extinct because poachers kill the animals for their horns. So these are facts and information to support my topic sentence. And then I give you a closing sentence that tells you how you can maybe stop these things from happening. All right. Then my third way, going back up to my thesis statement, and I'm scrolling, here it is, creating protective areas, kind of like the wolves that you guys read about. You should have read about the gray wolves. Many people don't understand that animals need space to hunt and live. We need to create protected areas where these animals can live safely. So one of the things they talked about was the gray wolves living in Wyoming and Montana. I think they moved them into Yellowstone National Park, and it increased the population of the wolves. So that's something you could be including in your topic, in your sentences. You can get any kind of research you want from the books you've read, or you can look it up online. And then I closed it out. We could stop this from happening if we provide animals with protected areas of land that are similar to their own habitats, like national parks, okay? Finally, coming down here with my graphic organizer, I now have my controlling idea. I'm going to restate my thesis statement in a different way. It's important that we protect these animals from extinction. We can do this if we stop pollution and poaching and provide animals with protected habitats. There are lots of ways to save animals, and I challenge you to find more. All right, so this is my graphic organizer. It's basically my written piece. All right, so now I'm going to tell you, using this graphic organizer and how I organized it, I'm going to now write my writing piece, which is already done, thanks to Mrs. Abraham. So I want you to notice that I have a hook, it's highlighted. Then I wrote all of the information in my introduction paragraph. Notice that it's in blue. My first paragraph is my introduction, and it's indented in this first part. I want to remind you guys that you are allowed to type your paper. You can go up into Microsoft Office. It's right here on your My Passcode Connect. You guys have already been here. You're familiar with this. This is Office 365. You can open this up and you can go right in here and you can go into Word and type a document. It opens right up. New document, and you can start typing. It's awesome, okay? Then you can save it to your desktop and turn it in, okay? That kind of helps with not having to take photographs. You can also write it though. Okay, so if you wanted to write your paragraph, that's fine as well. But I wanted to go over this so that you understand that all of those items that were in my graphic organizer are now here. All right, so I've taken all of that information, I've indented, I have done transitional phrases. That's a very important part. The first way that we can protect animals. There's, for example, another example. My closing sentence, some more transitional phrases, all right? Topic sentence, closing sentence. All of these items are here to help you. Then you take your thesis statement and you restate it, it's matching, so that you're closing it up properly. I also wanted you guys to point out that there is a title on this paper as well. All right. So now the big question is, if I was going to, this is all done, finished and ready to go, I need to go in and turn it in. And this is very confusing for a couple of you. So I'm going to go in and I'm going to go back to my modules. Okay. And I'm going to slide down. I'm not in week 2 right now. I am in week 3. All right. So I'm going into week 3 and I am going down here to not the quiz. That's a quiz. Do you see where this little piece of paper and pencil are? That means it's an assignment you need to submit. So you are going to click on that. It's called Text Structures and Animal Adaptations. You're going to go in here. Now, right now, I am viewing this as a teacher, so it looks kind of confusing, but I'm going to do something. I'm going to show you guys what it's going to look like if I was to view it as a student. Watch this. So here I go, going into modules, going to go all the way down to module 3, because we're in week 3. Okay, there's week 3. And I'm going to go into ELA. There it is. Do you see that little guy right there? I'm going to click on that. And it's going to take me to an area that says Text Structures and Animal Adaptations. I'm going to click on the Submit Assignment button. And I'm going to upload a file. All right. So I'm going to go in here. I'm going to choose my file, which is, let me see where I can find him. Hold on, there he is, Protecting the Animal Species. I'm gonna open it and I'm going to submit my assignment. That is where I am submitting my writing piece. It is a 5-paragraph essay on how to protect animals. I hope this helps you guys. I miss you guys so much. It would be so much better if I could just walk around and leave sticky notes on your desk right now. I miss you guys. Take care. Talk to you later.